But we are expecting to get that update anytime from now at around noon or 1 p.m. whereby they'll be addressing us to just give us an update of what has happened or what has been updated in regards to numbers, given that as of the last update yesterday, whereby by 4 p.m. they told us that about 12 million Kenyans had already cast their votes, which was about 53% of the total number that was expected to cast their votes as of yesterday. And also a number of places and counties and constituencies were able to cast their votes, say for a few, whereby they told us that there will be a by-election in about 8 electoral places, which included 2 for the gubernatorial seat, which include Kakamega and Mombasa, as well as 4 for the National Assembly seats, which include Kitui Rural, as well as Kachiliba, and we also have Pokot South, Rongai, and for the member of County Assembly, we have Nyaki West and Kwanjenga. Also, we're able to be told that there will be elections for one of the constituencies whereby they're not able to conduct elections as of yesterday due to insecurity issues that were recorded at that particular place, which is Aldis in Wajir County. And as of this morning, I was able to speak to one of our correspondents to understand, one of our reporters who was dispatched to that place to get to understand if the elections have kicked off. And as of 6 a.m. in the morning, he was able to tell me that there were no election material that had been dispatched at that place, nor the election process had not yet begun as of 6 a.m. in the morning. So we await to hear official communications from the commissioners to just get to understand why the elections had not kicked off as of that particular time, as they had indicated yesterday, and also get to understand as of now how many of the Form 34Bs or 34As have they been able to receive. Right now, here at the auditorium of the National Tallying Center at the Bomas of Kenya, if my cameraman can be able to show you, is that you'll be able to see a number of IEBC officials who are just waiting for the Form 34Bs from the returning officers, from the county returning offices, so that they can be able to record them and later on hand over the report to the chief returning officer for the presidential results, who is Wafula Chebukati, who will then be able to declare the results. So far here at the Bomas of Kenya, at the auditorium, all that we are able to hear right now are very nice patriotic songs as we await to see the returning officers from different county tallying centers to arrive here with the boxes and be able to hand them over to the IEBC officials here. And also what is going on right now is that we are able to see a number of election observers and monitors who are already in this auditorium just seeing on what is happening, so that they can be able to write their reports on how the elections were covered. And as I mentioned earlier on, is that at the auditorium, different places have been segmented for different people who will be allowed to access this place as the tallying will be going on, given that we have sections for the political parties, we have sections for the presidential candidates, family and friends. We also have places for the diplomats and places segmented for the observers and other stakeholders who will be coming to this particular auditorium, as well as places segmented for the IEBC staff, as well as if my cameraman can show you, also is a place whereby we expect the commissioners led by the chair Wafula Chebukati to be sitting or to declare the results after receiving the reports from the IEBC officials who are on standby here at the auditorium, awaiting for the forms 34B from the returning offices of a different county tallying centers. We were also able to speak to some of our reporters who were on the ground to just understand if some of the returning officers have been able to leave their tallying centers so that they can be able to come to this particular place and present the forms to the IEBC officials in the auditorium. And some of them are telling us some of them are even still receiving results from the polling center. So it looks like it will be quite a time before we are able to see some of the returning officers arriving here at the auditorium to be able to deliver the forms to the IEBC officials